Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mailbox Power Mastermind call, where we meet every single Monday morning. As you know, today is a holiday, but we're still here to help you grow your Mailbox Power affiliate business. And we always like to start the week with wins. So does anybody have a win they would like to share, a Mailbox Power win that they would like to share this week?
I have something, but I can't remember what it was. I think I just got a couple new customers.
Well, congratulations, Lulu. I know I added a new customer on Thursday, which was nice, and I presented at my BNI group, and there were 9 visitors, and several came up to me afterwards and said, I need to talk to you. So hopefully that will turn into
Nice.
something. Anybody else before we start talking about how we make money with Mailbox Power? Kimberly.
I met a lady named Katrina at a women's business conference, Women Entrepreneurs of America. And what she did is she found, you had to really go look for this. She found the interview that I did with Wendy from Mailbox Power, posted it on the Women Entrepreneur of America page, and said, hey, if you really want to get to know this lady, check her out. I thought that was so amazing.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, especially when somebody goes and digs and does some work to do that for you. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I promised that we were going to talk about, we weren't going to get off topic, and we were actually going to talk about how to make money with Mailbox Power. So I'm going to bring up the spreadsheet. Can you see my screen?
I can see it. It's a little small, but that's
okay. I'll make it bigger. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can.
I'm actually meeting with somebody after this meeting. They've been customers for a while, and they did sign up as affiliates, but they haven't done anything, and they're ready to start. So this is perfect timing.
Awesome. So you can see the screen now better?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So I'm going to wipe these. This was based on 24 pros and 24 executives, and this is the monthly commission based on 40%. And if you are a newer affiliate that hasn't reached the 40% commission level yet, I put it right here what it would be until you reach the 40%. But if you had 24 pros and 24 executives, you'd be making 40%. So anything over 30, and stay tuned. I think they're working on changing that, but anything over 30 and you're at 40%. So let me wipe these clean. Where's the delete? And let's just start playing with the numbers. Whoops, said delete. What did it do? Let's start playing with the numbers. Somebody want to share? Somebody want to unmute and share what their goal is for income so that we can show you how to get there? Nobody?
Oh, well, no, I'm want to make $5,000 a month.
Awesome.
Me
So
too.
awesome. So in order, and I'm going to work on residual, and obviously your checks can be much bigger than that to get to the residual, because if you're selling 90-day packages, let's start there. If you go to the 90-day packages, if you sold 24 pro and 24 executive packages, 90-day packages, this is the monthly residual per client. Oh, I thought I had where'd it go? Where did I gotta bring up my other spreadsheet. Hold on one second. Thought I had it all in the same one. Give me just a second. Come on. No, we'll just put it in here. We'll put a third spreadsheet in here because um copy. I'm just gonna copy these formulas. Hold on one second. Because I thought I had put all of this in the same spreadsheet. All right, so if you sell a 149, oh, I did do that. That is there. Yes. 449s. Oh, I'm just doing residual though. Here we go. We're gonna add another column. I'm like, it is there. I knew it was there. So up front, you would make so you'd make 59. Yeah, I've got that. That's not residual. Never mind. I had it. Sorry, guys. It's not residual. I just had the wrong thing here. You make 54.90 on that 149 and you make 179. So if you brought on 24 people at $59, if you take these two numbers together, that's if you just bring on 24 a month and you don't even look at the residuals, there's 1430 right there. If you just run on 24 executives in a month, let's not talk about residuals. Let's say you need to make money right now and you need $5,000. If you were to go out and share Mailbox Power in 1 month with 24 people that signed up on the executive, and there are people in the company doing more than that, you would make in that 1 month $4,310. And you do that next month, and that would be another 4,000. You do it the following month, and it's another 4,000. And now the residuals start to kick in. So now you don't have to do as much in the 4th month because now the residuals from the first 24, which are over here. So if you had 24 executives, just 24 executives making 79.60, you'd make another 1,900. So now you don't need to make basically $2,000 of that. You could start tapering off, but what if you did 24 every month? But let's be a little more realistic and say most people that come in don't go out and find 24 right away. And let's say, I wish I could find that spreadsheet because I know where it is. We'll go to the, where is Facebook? There's my family. Come on. Ugh. What did I do? Type it wrong? Mailbox Power affiliates. Here we go. Because I put the spreadsheet out in the group. So if you're ever looking for something, we generally put them out here. And power of 1 executive package per month. And this is if you're a new influencer. So I'm going to pull up this one. This is the 40%. I forget that it tries to save it before opening it. Here we go. So imagine month one, you sell one, just one 90-day or two 90-day executive packages. So if you come over to the right, you're going to see, let me get our faces out of the way. You make $359, and the next month you make $359, and then you add another two and you make $359. Well, month one, now you're picking up the residuals. In month, this is month 4. Month 5, you're picking up 2 months of residuals. Month 6, 7, let me make these bigger, all the way down here. And after a year, you'd be making 1,800, and that's just 2. You want to make double that? Do it 4. You need to make triple that? 6. Just 6. Think about that. Just 6. And you've tripled this. And you're at about $6,000 a month. But it does take to get to 1 year. How many of you are willing to work hard for 1 year, just 1 year, to end up creating $6,000 in residual? Yeah, Kimberly, I would too.
Yeah.
And yes, that means you got to keep going and adding to the 6 more every single month, but 6 isn't that many. That's a little over 1 a week. That's extremely part-time work
Yeah.
to create full-time income.
And once you start building momentum, it just, and people get to know who you are and what you do, it just gets a little easier to get them.
Yep. Now, caveat, this is based on 40% residual income, not the 20%. But if you were bringing on 2 every single month, executives or pros, this is based on the executive. But if you were bringing on 2 every single month, at the end of 15 months, a little over a year, you're at 40%. Again, how many companies would double your pay after 15 months if you did consistent work? And how many companies pay 40% residual commission?
Yep.
I don't know of many affiliate programs that pay a 40% residual commission, and I don't know of many salespeople that are making 40% of the sale one time, not even residual. So who do you know in your life, or who is in your circle of influence, that is a commission-based sales rep? Maybe they sell IT, maybe they sell telecom, maybe, which is kind of IT, but think of even auto, those type of people, they aren't making 40%. Those people, I'm not saying leave what they're doing now, but what if they pick this up? If they're good at sales and they're good at commission-based sales, and they were to add Mailbox Power to their repertoire, eventually they would have the option of not doing the other job. So we can go back to that other spreadsheet. So this is just strictly residuals. So if you had 24 executives, you're making almost 2,000. So we're going to base it just on executives. I think it's about 55. No, 60. $65 executives get you $5,174 a month. 65 clients. That's it. Now, obviously, you have to keep them. So you're obviously going to have to keep adding people to make sure you maintain that, because you're going to lose. I think the statistic is you're going to lose 17% of your clients, even if you take extremely good care of them every single year, because they move, they change businesses, life happens. They're all different reasons why you'd lose a client for no fault of your own. It's just things, life happens, and they are no longer either in your area, so they don't see you all the time, or they don't have that business anymore, or they pass away. Like, I mean, there's so many different reasons that aren't because you're not nurturing them. So if you're losing 17% every single year, 20%, 20% of 65 is about 13, 14 a year. That's one a month, a little over one a month to maintain at that point. Now, this is the power of the executive. You want to do it with pros?
Yes.
You have to have 160. It's a lot more.
What number was that? 65?
Yep, 65. So if you want to make 10 grand a month, 160 pros and 65 executives. And this is just the monthly residual based on 40%. And obviously, if you have that many customers, you're at 40%. Is everybody starting to see how simple I say easy, but simple it can be to make that kind of money?
Absolutely, when you put the numbers on it.
Oh, yeah.
Lulu's like, oh, wow, I got this.
Yeah.
If you did 160 executives instead of pros.
Oh, hot dog.
Hot dog. I think when you say that, hot dog, hot diggity dog, our kids like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Mickey Mouse Funhouse.
Oh, Lordy. Mm. Yeah.
But if you're going to be doing the work to get 160 pros, see if you can concentrate on the executives and get that number. It's huge.
Yep.
If you go for executive, and what if you were trying for 160 pros, and let's say you failed because you present executives, and let's say only 80 become executives and 80 become pros. Who's happy with almost 9 grand in residual, and that doesn't count the upfront money for selling 90-day packages?
I'm good with that.
Kimberly, yeah. But this is the power of sharing the executive membership, and it's a mindset. And I'll tell you, Mike and I, we were there. We didn't understand the value many years ago of what we were offering, and we were always going for the lowest package because we thought that's what people could afford, and we were doing it from our perspective. And we didn't have a retail business. We don't have a service-based business that's selling landscape or things like that one job more than covers the cost of almost a whole year of a membership on the executive. And so it was a mindset thing because we had a money mindset block. If you can get rid of that money mindset block and understand that what we are offering is pennies on the dollar compared to other marketing systems out there,
Most definitely.
your business will explode. Yes, Lulu.
It reminded me, now I remember what my win was for last week. So I And I've known this lady for a few years, and she's been saying she's going to do it. And she wound up, she's a mortgage broker, and she wound up buying leads. She was spending $300 a month just on email leads. And we had had the conversation the day before about leads and how expensive they are and how reasonable ours are. And when I told her about the mailing list, and not only was she going to get their name and she's going to get their email address, their mailing address, and it's going to cost her, a lot less. I mean, people are spending crazy money. You just have to ask them. You have to find out. And this is like, if they've been spending even that kind of money and a lot more,
Yep.
it's easy to do. And it just goes back to what we've always been talking about, is be a consultant, find out what they're doing, and then the right plan will come.
From what I understand, and I haven't met a business yet, but I know, and I'm starting to talk more with digital marketing companies, so I'm sure I'm going to see this soon. But I've heard Justin say it. I've heard Will say it. I've heard other people say people are spending more than $199 a month just for the analytics of our dynamic QR code. They are paying that kind of money or more for only one tiny piece of what we offer.
Absolutely. I mean, she wasn't even getting addresses. She was just getting email addresses. And she said she'd paid that $300 a month for a whole year and did not get one sale off of it.
So $300 a month times 12 is 36.
3,600.
Is it? Yeah, $3,600 a year, and she didn't get one.
Not one.
And that just gave me an idea, Lulu, and you can use it because you're in a BNI. I think I'm going to start asking I am looking for businesses that are buying leads.
Yep.
You know of a business that is buying leads, I would love to have a conversation with them to see if I might have a better way to get a better return on their investment.
Yep. She couldn't believe it. She could not believe it. And she wants to stay within that $300 a month budget, but there's so much that she can do with Mailbox Power, even purchasing a mailing list, and if she wants to, or and then using the free postcards. And I mean, it's astounding. So yes, that absolutely is my next 30-second presentation at BNI.
Awesome. And to keep it within the 300, if she's going to mail, she's going to, if she's on the 199, she's going to be more than 300.
She's not. We started with the pro just to kind of, So we figured out that would be a better way for her to start until she starts generating a little traction with it.
And see, that's exactly where I was going to lead Lulu, is spend $79. Now you have $230 or $220 a month where she could send out postcards to market to those people. And the first time she gets her first sale, well, now you have to decide, once you get the first sale, is it 10%? Is it 20% that goes back in? Are you going to take 50% of your proceeds? And now let's put that back in the system so that we can generate more to grow the business. So find out from the client, and you may or may not have done this yet, Lulu, but set them up from the start to say, once I have the first X percentage of that is going back in the system to prospect more, so that
that's what
you're
working
them up to build their business quicker.
Yeah.
Any questions? There are a few newbies. Kim.
Along the same lines of people that are paying for leads, people that are paying for Facebook ads.
Yep.
I have a new client who I just checked in with this week, and he's, not having a huge success right now with the mail, but he just started. So I said, you need to give it time. But he told me that he's spending $45,000 a month on Facebook ads.
What?
And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And he
Yeah.
said that people aren't coming to appointments. He's getting like 5 no-shows per day with those leads. So they're basically garbage, in my opinion. So that's a lot of money to spend. So Mailbox Power is a great deal. Like
So-
I had that mental block too of like, oh, $199 a month. Like, I don't know. But if you change your mindset and you think about how much money people are spending on so many other things, I couldn't believe when he told me he was spending that kind of money on on ads.
So
And not getting the
Kimberly-
results he expected. So, whew.
So I have a suggestion, and you might have already done this. But if I find out somebody's spending 45,000, keep doing what you're doing, but take 10% of it. So 4,500. So spend 40,000 over there and spend 5,000 with us. And after 5 months, let's see which has produced more results.
Right.
Because he's
Yeah.
spending it anyways.
I
It's
couldn't
money
believe it,
out
yeah.
the door.
Yep. And I don't know how long he's been doing that. It's someone I actually met through LinkedIn who signed up a while back, and like I said, checked in with him to see how he was doing. And that's what he told me. And I was like, oh my God. So people that are spending all that money on Facebook ads, it seems like, could also be a waste of time, a waste of money. And those are good people. That's another question to ask. Are you spending any other money on advertising, like on Facebook ads and such?
Yep.
So,
Yep,
just a thought.
absolutely. Anybody else? There are a couple of new faces. I know Joseph is on and he hasn't been on in a while.
Brenda, I had a real quick question. I was looking for the spreadsheet you were talking about. Where is it located?
It's in the affiliate group under files.
I
The-
looked at it, I didn't see anything.
The spreadsheet that I am showing right this second is not out there because
Oh,
they are working on Wendy's having, hopefully this spreadsheet is going to be available in your back office. So Justin and Jerry, she's asked them to program it so that it's right in our Mailbox Power account.
okay. Yeah, I was looking at it and I don't see anything about, a spreadsheet. So that's what threw me. Okay.
There is a spreadsheet with the other one that I was showing. That's the power of the
Oh,
selling the
But you
90-day
did
package.
last year. You did it last
Yep.
year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
Yep. And we didn't even talk about second tier.
No, I was thinking about that too. I thought you need to mention
So-
that.
If you did that and you were at 9,000, so you had just 160 clients, 80 pros and 80 executives, that creates $8,900 in monthly residual. Well, what if you had some team members that created that exact number also, another 160? So 80, 88, 96 divided by 4. That's another $2,000. So now again, you're 2,200. So you're over 10,000. Just 80 pros and 80 executives in your downline or in your affiliate second tier. So that's only 160 people in your second tier, and you have 160. It is very doable to have a Mailbox Power income that replaces eventually after a year or two. But how many of you are willing to work 3 to 5 years? 1 year would be great. Do it in 1 year. But realistically, you've got something else going on. You work it 3 to 5 years. And at the end of 5 years, you have a monthly residual income bigger than what you're doing right now in any business that you have. I know 10 grand would replace my Air Force income a month. So when people are looking to replace that type of income, it doesn't seem impossible when you see that it's only 160 and that's without having a team to help you. Joseph, Jules, anybody that's on that hasn't been on in a while, any questions, any comments? Want me to run other numbers?
You know, the other thing you can think about too is like Brenda was talking about on that second tier. If every one of your customers was an affiliate and brought in just four, so if they could just get the platform paid for. Okay. For every 20 or for every 80 would give you, like, for every four that they sign up, it's like having an affiliate that you signed up personally.
The
Okay.
customer, yeah.
So for every four, we divide this by 4,
20.
it's 20. Okay, so you add 20 here just because you're
They can't
downline-
see, sweetie,
Oh,
because
I'm
we're
sorry.
not sharing the screen. There you
Anyway,
go.
I was talking about the 80 affiliates. If they each just brought in one affiliate, it's like giving you 20. Okay, so we add 100 instead of 80. This would be like having 100.
Yeah, but if, that's why I did the bottom. So 80.
Mhm.
If you put 20 down here, this is where you added in
No,
20.
affiliates. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Pros and 20 executives.
Not a bad thing.
It adds up.
Yeah.
And if you change it, like I was saying, if you brought in, if everybody you brought in was an affiliate and they only brought in one person, obviously you want them to get their system paid for, which is actually 5 until they get to
Okay.
40%. But even if they're making 80% of their, if they're getting back 80% of what their monthly cost is on the system, they're not going away. But if everybody just brought in one and got 20% of their system paid for, you're over 11 grand a month. I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me.
I could live with that.
Yeah, I
totally.
could live with that.
For
Absolutely.
being my own boss and not having to punch the clock and deal with
Yeah.
all the drama of going to work and all of that and working basically part-time. Yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already signed up.
Darn.
And just imagine, Lulu, you said you had a customer, her budget's $300. If you showed her how to bring in 4 and get her system paid for, she's got $300 to spend,
Yeah,
just simply for marketing.
yep.
Yeah. Yep.
What other businesses get her signed up as an affiliate? What other businesses does she know that is doing the exact same thing she is?
Well, so she was sharing those leads. She's a mortgage broker and she was sharing those leads with a realtor. The realtor was spending $800 a month. And she was spending the other part of it, pitching in the 300. Neither one of them got anything. I'm like, you got to sign, once you get up and running, you're going to sign this lady up because she needs this desperately. If she's spending $800 a month on email leads and not getting anything.
So
yeah.
can I say
Yes.
something?
Of course you can.
Why wait until she's getting results?
Well, it's not that she's
Together.
getting results. That's not what I meant. I just meant like I have a call with her tomorrow to kind of get her system up and running. Once she does that, then we're going to get her signed up as an
Got it.
affiliate.
Yeah. I was like, get them both started at the same time.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, $800 a month and you didn't get anything? That's dreadful.
Yeah. Yep. And the 800 easily 199, and now you've got $600 extra to be mailing out every single
Absolutely.
month. Yeah.
Yep.
I can't wait to hear the results of that. We need that as a testimony of a win.
Absolutely.
This was a powerful call, and I think a lot of us, I know I do, forget that people are spending money and they're not getting anything that they are investing in. Their return on investment is zip. And we have the answer. And so, I'm going to be a lot more excited, assertive, and happy to share. And I love that. I'm looking for businesses that buy leads.
Yep.
That's the gem of the whole call for me.
Yep. And as Kim said, Facebook ads are buying leads. That's the whole point of doing Facebook or Google ads or any of those, is you are trying to buy leads. Any form of leads. Who is buying leads? Who is, whether it be Google, Facebook, through Zillow, if you're buying, I think Home Advisor, some of those type of things sell leads. There's lots of real estate platforms that sell leads. There's medical. Every profession has, almost every profession has a way for people to buy leads. There are companies out there specifically for industries. And if they're having results, keep doing it. If you're spending that kind of money and you're not getting good results, why not take 10 or 20% of that money, keep doing what you're doing, and let's compare the results. And if our results on 20% of the money gets you better than what you're spending on the other, why not move all of that money over and start using it in a platform that's getting you better results?
Absolutely.
The key is don't tell them to move all of their money. They need to keep doing what they've been doing. They're comfortable doing it. They've been spending that money for who knows how long. Take a small percentage of it and let's do a comparison. In every industry, every market's going to be different. Some you might have amazing results. Like the lawyer, I've said multiple times, I have a lawyer that increased his business over 30% in a single year. And the only thing he did different was Mailbox Power. He bought mailing list and sent out postcards and grew his business 30%. Is every business going to do that? That's not going to be the result for every business. I had a heating and air conditioning, an HVAC company, sent out 200 postcards and they only got 8 phone calls. And so they wanted to quit because they only got 8. 8 is an amazing return. And that was on one. Imagine if you did it 2, 3, 4, 5 months. What would the return be?
Yep.
And as long as if those 8 calls created more income than it costs to do that marketing, it's a win.
Yeah, I had an insurance guy, I forgot about this story, who signed up for the Pro 3-month. He's like, I don't know, I'm going to try it, but I'm not sure. And we uploaded his own list first and he didn't really get much results. And then I said, well, we can buy a list in our system. So we bought a list and he had sent one card out and then kind of like it was his 3-month thing was up. So he's like, I'm going to cancel. I said, okay. So we cancel it. And then like that next week, he got a call from that list, from the one postcard. he said, oh, I think this is going to work. We have to start again. So I just, reenacted his policy, his account. And we just bought another list and did another mailing. I mean, after one postcard, he got one call. And then actually, I think he got a second call too. And then he was like, yeah, we got to start again. So that was exciting.
That reminds
Yeah.
me, Kim, and Vanessa and Steve used to teach on this, and many coaches do. What you're doing today is planting seeds for 90 days from now. And if you quit at the 90-day mark, which he did, and then things started coming in, you don't want to quit at the 90-day mark. Give it 5-6 months. That's why that most marketing platforms require you to sign a minimum of a 6-month contract.
Right. And I had told him that, but he was very nervous about spending the money. And so I just let him do. I said, no problem. I'll cancel it for you. But then like the week later, we started it again.
I love stories like that. It's like, oh, wait, that did work. Let's keep doing it. Awesome. Well, hopefully this was helpful. We went a little over. Hopefully this expanded your mindset and
Yes.
your thought process on the 199 and whether that is reasonable or not. Because I know with Mike and I, mindset matters. And when our mindset changed, our business changed.
Yep.
So with that, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your Labor Day weekend. And we will see you next Monday on the Mailbox Power Mastermind call. Have a good week,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.